and I know what's going to be said. I know the words.
Hmm.
I know how I'm going to move the camera. But until it happens, it's just that. It's just movement and words. When an actor steps in to that character and brings that to life, and you get caught up in it yourself, that's just magic.
Yeah.
Because you knew what was going to happen, but you still got pulled in, I mean, it's just oh my God. That happened to me one time. I have to share the story with you. I was working on this movie, and this actor he was really killing it. Is Nick Nolte. And the movie was Warrior.
Oh, I
And
love that movie.
the movie, supposedly, we shot it in Pittsburgh, but this particular scene, the movie is about an abusive father
Mhm.
who has two sons. And, he abuses the mom. Um, and one day the mom just realizes, I can't take it anymore. I'm leaving. So she gathers up one son and she's waiting for the next son to come. And, one son was, of course, favored. He was the son that she had already gotten. And the son who was least favorite, um, she was trying to get him to like come get in the car, we're leaving. And he kind of saw this as his opportunity to be close to his dad and be the favorite son. So he stayed. He of course was abused also. So now we fast forward, and these men, now brothers, now men, have lived in they grew up separately. They're different people. And it's this scene that we were shooting this particular night was the one brother who had disappeared had come home. Um, I was raised in Philadelphia. Pittsburgh is an 8-hour car drive from Philadelphia. In the movie, when the one son comes home, the father drives from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh to tell the other son, Tommy's back.
Mhm.
We don't know the abuse that he did, but you feel it because every time he comes in touch with one of these boys, they look at him like, how dare you come in my space? So the scene is the father's waiting outside of the son's home, and he's driven 8 hours, and the son shows up with his kids who haven't met grandpa. And the son walks towards his front door with the kids, the actor steps out the car, Nick Nolte, and he calls to his son, and his son turns around and looks at him, and the first thing out of his son's mouth is, "What the fuck are you doing here?" And these kids are like, "Who's that, daddy?" And Nick Nolte was hesitantly walking towards him, saying, "I just wanted to let you know Tommy's back. Tommy's back." And here I am holding the camera, shooting Nick Nolte over the shoulder of the other actor. And just the moment that this son he's just spitting venom at his dad. And you have to think, like, what did this man do to make him so angry at him?
Mhm.
And Nick Nolte's character starts crying. He waves to the kids, but his son tells him to get the fuck out of here. And he gets back to the car, sits in the car, and he just breaks down. And he's crying, and I'm crying
Oh, wow.
behind the camera because it just touched a bone with me. It was just like, what did he do to make these kids hate him so? Like, wow. It's just like, it's amazing when that happens. I knew everything was going to happen. I read the script, but
Yeah.
still the power of that moment was just so real.